Hi, my name is Dave Carr, the president of Visionary Software Consulting. We've built up a product we believe everybody who uses CRM will benefit from. The product is called CRM Rules. CRM Rules enables you to add JScript to your form without coding. That enables you to change the behavior of the form and do things like showing, hiding fields, setting field values, and about 25 different other actions we'll be going over in a different video. But for this initial video, I wanted to show a quick example of how this works. This is your standard contact screen on a CRM Live instance I have. And my VP of Sales wanted to capture some information about the skills of my contacts who may be purchasing my product. So I've added these fields to the form, and the VP came back and said, that's great, but I really only need that if the contact type is end user. So to handle that, I'm going to hide this tab when it's not end user and show it when it is. So to do that, we go ahead and build a simple rule. I go over to my CRM Rules area. If you notice here, we've got all these 20-something custom entities we've built out to manage and hold your rules and build out the product. And that's all installed when you install CRM. All this information all these tables are created, and a bunch of data is pulled from your metadata and added to your system. So to do this, I'm going to give it a name: Hide Show Skills Inventory tab. And that's on the contact entity, and the rule type is a simple if then else type. I'll grab that name and put it on the function name. And once I've done that, I've created the structure, the container for my rules. Now I go in and I can build out as many if conditions, then actions, and else actions as I need to. This is a simple rule. I only have one condition, and that's going to be if the customer type is end user. Now when we install the system, we suck in a lot of your metadata to be able to do things like identify option sets and the values, and we create conditions out of them automatically. So my condition for contact type equals end user is already there. I just need to save that, close it, my conditions are done. I now move on to the action. My only action is going to be to show that skills inventory tab. And I have built out again, when I install this, the tabs and sections appear. So I can say show tab skills inventory. That's the only action I need. Now I can go over to the else actions. So now we'll add a new else action that will hide the tab. So we open this up, take a look at our pre-built actions. Do we have hide tab out there anywhere? Yes, we do. We have a skills inventory tab hide action. So now we've got our rule set up here. It says if the condition type equals end user, show the tab, otherwise hide the tab. So the last thing I need to do is identify when I want to fire this rule, and that's in our rule event handler section. So I want to fire this when the form loads, because if an existing form has that end user field there, I want to show the skills. Also, I want to run this when the field changes. We have a little shortcut here. All fields listed in the conditions is the on change event handler. And that is when we found that when you list a field in the condition tab, you typically want to fire a rule when that field changes. So when the contact type field changes or when the form loads, we're going to run this rule. So now I've defined everything. I just need to go through my 4-step process to push it into CRM. We've already done the draft step. That's how we build the rule. Now we hit validate. That goes and creates the JScript code and the event handlers. At least it builds out the event handlers in our system. So we can see the event handlers here. We have one on change for contact type and one on load for the form. We also have some generated code here. It says if the new contact type is end user, notice we use the technical behind the scenes value for that option set, but we also place the name you see on the option set field in a comment, so our code's more readable. So if the contact type is end user, we set the tab visible true. Otherwise, we set the tab visible false. And that's going to handle our business requirement here. So the next thing I need to do is mark this rule ready to be deployed. So you build out rules one at a time, and then you deploy them for the entire entity, because we build out a web resource file and deploy the data to the form for that entity as a whole. So now that code is being deployed to CRM entity contact. Check deployment history for status. So we audit everything we do. When we build this code, so you can go back and see what you have done before. So there's a deployment history tab here that will show all the different validation steps and all the different creation steps. And you can see here we were able to get the deploy and publish for contact to work. So to show the effect of this rule on our form, I'm going to reload the form by hitting F5, and that's going to execute the code, and because that value said other, we're going to have that skills inventory tab be hidden on load. Now you'll be able to see it for a quick second while the code runs and hides this tab, and now we'll be able to go in and bring it back by changing our contact type to end user. So my skills inventory is there. If I change it again to something else, it'll disappear. So that shows you how very quickly and easily you can make your forms more data aware and more tailored to what the user is entering at this time. So that's a brief look into CRM rules and what it can do for you. Please check our other videos for other types of rules that you can do, other types of actions you can do with CRM rules, and have a great day.